Body Snatcher by Louis Stevenson. Part 1. Every night, 3 of us sat in the small bar of the George Inn. The landlord, an old drunken Scotsman called Fettes, and myself. Whatever the weather, we 3 were always there. Fettes was obviously a wealthy man, since he did not work. He came to our town years ago while he was still young and had lived there ever since. On his nightly visits to the George, he always sat with a glass of rum in his right hand, drunk and unhappy. We called Fettes the doctor, because people said he had some special knowledge of medicine. Occasionally, he set a broken bone for someone or advised on an illness. Beyond this, we knew nothing about his character or background. One dark winter night, we learned that a wealthy local landowner had suddenly become ill in the George that afternoon. The landlord telegraphed his London doctor to come to his bedside. A carriage pulled up just after 9. "That will be Dr. Macfarlane," said the landlord. Fettes stared stupidly around him. "Did you say Macfarlane?" he said in a quiet voice. "Yes," said the landlord. "Dr. Wolfe Macfarlane." "Wolfe Macfarlane," said Fettes, with a sudden passion. He had become instantly sober, and his voice clear and loud. We were all startled by the change in him. "You know him, doctor?" I asked. Fettes shook his head. "It cannot be the same man," he said. "But I want to see him face to face. Tell me, landlord, is he old?" "He's not a young man," said the landlord, "and his hair is white, but he looks younger than you." Fettes slapped his hand on the table. "He is many years older," he said. "It is the rum you see in my face. Rum and bad conscience." There was a terrible pause, and then a door closed loudly. "That's the doctor," cried the landlord. "Quick, you can catch him." We followed Fettes out into the hall, just as Dr. Macfarlane was hurrying down towards the door to the street. The 2 men faced each other at the bottom of the stairs. To us, Dr. Macfarlane came from a different world. This gentleman's shirt was made from the finest white linen, and he carried on his arm a fur overcoat. Both his spectacles and his watch were gold. "Macfarlane," said Fettes loudly. The great doctor stopped on the 4th step. He looked down at the dirty old drunk now standing in front of him. "Fettes," he whispered, "it's you." "Yes," said the other. "Did you think I was dead too?" No, cried the doctor, blinking fast. "I'm delighted to see you, but unfortunately for now we can only say hello and goodbye. My carriage is waiting and I must catch the train. Please do give me your address and you shall hear from me soon. We must do something for you, Fettes. I fear that your financial circumstances are difficult." "You think I want money?" cried Fettes. "The money I had from you is still lying where I threw it in the rain." For a moment there was a dangerous look behind the gold spectacles. Then the doctor became aware that we were all watching him. "My dear fellow," he said, recovering his composure and moving towards the door, "I did not mean to offend you." As he was passing, Fettes clutched the great London doctor by the arm. "Have you seen it again?" he hissed. Macfarlane cried out aloud. With his hands over his head, he ran out of the door, dropping his spectacles. The next moment, the carriage moved off towards the station. The fine gold spectacles were left broken on the road. "God protect us, Mr. Fettes," said the landlord. What was all that about? Fettes turned towards us. "You don't know how dangerous that man Macfarlane is," he said. "What I'm going to tell you. Must never leave this room."